Welcome, my friends, to episode 4 of our Markus Wulfhart Vortex campaign. So just to recap the last episode a little bit, we had some trials and tribulations. I really thought I had dealt with the Blue Vipers, but you can see here they've come from their capital city of Spec Tazuma. I think I might have said that close to correct. They've come down from the hills and they actually took out one of our nice bases here. So our province is not complete anymore, so we have to get Talanxla back. And, I really thought I had them done. I mean, they had like a character that had like 2 Savage Orcs in it, and I was like, okay, there's no way they're going to have the infrastructure, their economy to build up and attack me, so I can just kind of ignore them and do some other stuff for now. But that was a pretty big mistake. I should have finished them off. My army was up here. Like, I could have easily just gone here, but yeah, a bit of a mistake there earlier in the campaign, but mistakes are what makes things fun. So now we have a Greebit Bootlicka, and they have really scary armies. I mean, these are all Savage Orc Biggins. These are no mere Savage Orcs. These are bred Savage Orc Biggins, and these guys hit like trucks. Anti-large, armor piercing, so we can't just go in and just easily take them out. We're going to have to kite, we're going to have to fight, we're going to have to use this meme tank to distract them, kind of layer our characters. Things are going to get pretty wild. So we have those guys, and then we do also have Spite here. Show Spite is just a level 1, looks like he's a little level 1 goblin there. A little bit sad, but nonetheless, we're going to be going down there to deal with him. And this character is level 4, so he has a little bit more experience under his belt. But aside from that, we do have our main province, which is doing okay. We're pretty rough in the hostility, so the problem is if I attack these guys, which I pretty much have to, it's going to trigger this event. There's going to be a lizardman stack that's going to spawn and attack me, one of those sweet unbreakable stacks, or maybe it wasn't breakable, I can't remember, I think it was, but yeah, so we're going to have to deal with that. Plus we have the lizardmen in the north. Thankfully Jabba the Hutt's a little bit kind of occupied up here, but I have a feeling he's probably going to work south soon, so man, this campaign's really like survival mode. You're getting attacked from multiple angles, and yeah, it's going to be tricky. So something I've experienced in my other campaigns is oftentimes people sail around the coast and attack your city. So firstly, let's begin this episode by upgrading Chotek here. So we're going to upgrade the gatehouse. I know it seems expensive, but that's like a really weak point, and they're always just going to go in that direction first. I mean, Vampire Coast, I think there's mutineers here. I know there's some Skaven around the bend, so I'm just going to do that to be safe here. Now, as far as that goes, we are going to be moving up here with Rudiger, Dog Burglar. Eventually, he'll have to become an actual lord of ours with that name. So he's going to go to Powhawks up here and just try and settle that. Try and get this nice little region here, which will be our bastion against the north, because I think we might actually end up having to go take out the lizardmen quicker than actually going down here. I really wanted to kind of expand in this direction, but since we're being attacked, these guys aren't really a threat. These are just kind of idle provinces. Maybe there's some loose vampire armies. I don't know if we're at war with Vampire Coast yet. Let's actually see. Yeah, it looks like we are. So yeah, we wouldn't get a peace treaty from the madman himself. So yeah, we're going to be getting attacked. We may need a second army relatively soon, but our economy isn't the best. Obviously, these things are very expensive, like these war wagon mortars and these things. So we have a relatively, and the meme tank itself is 633 on the upkeep. So thankfully, we have fast turn times though, which is cool. We don't have any piracy actions we want to do really. Eventually, I should go get the treasure at sea, at least this one right here. But anyways, let's pass for now and see what happens. The dog burglar goes north to burgle that city for us. Take a quick drink of water here. Now Kai the Wanderer. He's like, please, I'm too weak. I can't hold any longer, please. No, screw that. I mean, I could have a peace treaty with him, but it just seems ridiculous. I'm pretty sure he's just going to get wiped out. It seems to be the running gag. I don't know if it got changed in the beta that's coming out or anything like that, but it seems like Nakai is just getting karate chopped in everyone's Let's Play, which is pretty funny. But yeah, Marcus's stack is pretty mean for sure. We didn't have any movement there because we did start at the end of a turn, essentially. So the Blue Vipers lurking. We've lost line of sight over there. Looks like some pirates are sailing around to the north, which is fine. And, oh, Imperial reinforcements. So I feel like we need a little bit of a front line, some meat in our army. So, but Demogryph Knights are so good in Reichsguard. Oh, that's so good and tasty. Let's take some halberds and huntsmen and greatswords. We'll just take the Imperial Regiment. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, we won't overthink it too much. We can't even really afford them anyways. I mean, we could. Yeah, we'd have to go, right now, we're just not going to worry about it. So we'll head on over in this direction. Man, it is a long, long journey over there. And I think this will get me there the next turn. I don't want to go in March Dance in case I get double attacked by 2 Savage Orc stacks. So all right, so there's this guy. Oh, perfect. So they're going up in this direction. So thankfully we can just go attack them the next turn. And yeah, we are in reinforcement range of the city, which is what I intended to do. But I go a little bit wild in campaigns sometimes. I just click to my heart's desire. So it might be harder to defend this. Now, why does this have an attack icon? Is it owned by the Skaven? That's probably the question here. Is it owned by the Skaven? Because it looks like this one is not. Granted, this one is a little bit more in the danger zone, so yeah, we'll just head up there. It's fine. We'll see if there's any armies coming. Looks okay to me. So we'll take Bauhawks. We have our garrison building up here, and at the temple here, we don't really need too much. I think just boosting our economy is going to be prudent right now. So let's go ahead and get the Weaving House. And from here, we have some characters. We have Hertwig Van Hall, so he's going to keep chasing here. He'll be joining the main army. I should have had him join before, but although that would hinder our movement a little bit. Now, growth here is fine. We have walled settlements. That's the most important thing in these campaigns. Because, again, there's going to be, like, random stacks coming from all directions here. So, frickin' Dell, dude. Somebody had a great comment at the last one. It was like, what's the best computer brand? It's like, frickin' Dell, dude. Like Dell Computer. All right, so, yeah, I'm sorry. That was pretty terrible. So the Skeggy just got literally just like 1-2 punched, karate chopped by the lizards, which is unfortunate because it looks like Jabba's powers, they grow by the day. So in our armies a little bit, man, I instantly regret bringing the wagons. Like the wagons, the mortar wagons. I know they got some kills for me against like an all skink army, but in retrospect, like, God, I could be having like great swords or any number of like solid units in my army. Anyways, Blue Viper's hanging out. We're just hunting down the scraps of these armies. I'll probably leave that Lizardmen character. Yeah, so you can see the Blue Vipers have actually retreated here, so I don't think we can make it to their city quite yet. Can we? Okay, so we can get Hertwig in the army. I mean, this is just a single Lizardman here. I kind of want to just ignore him, because if I attack him, it's just going to wrestle the jimmies of the natives. We could go into ambush stance here, although he's kind of in our way, unfortunately. He's like the direct route. Okay, we'll just take him out. It's fine. I mean, maybe he'll run out of our way here, and we could just go. See, now we can actually reach the city a little bit. Can we reach it? Not quite. This skink is like road-blocking us here. Oh, what a troll. Now, as far as economy goes, is there anything we want to upgrade here? Chalk Tech has its new walls coming in a turn. Here we have economic infrastructure coming. Down here, we could upgrade the growth, but I think I'd rather just kind of hold on to the money for now. If we attack this little skink, it's going to trigger it. Granted, I think that goes for the orcs as well, so let's just go ahead and get rid of this guy. Yeah, it's not going to matter, so we'll just auto-resolve that. Shouldn't take any casualties. Frickin' Dell, dude, I'm sorry, but, you know, you're not our favorite brand today. Now, we have some items we probably... Oh, Spirit of the Jungle has been destroyed, but now there should be... Oh, look at that. We got some nice little traits there. Markus leveled up, so let's go ahead and take a look here. The Grand Hunts Marshal is pretty cool. It does give the entire army immunity to Psych. We have the Pistol Core here, which is going to be useful. The Ember Bow. Oh, yeah, it's been a while since I've recorded the campaign, so... Okay, so we have Lightning Strike, which is always a good ability. Grand Hunts Marshal gives us immune to Psych, though, which is pretty fun. But is that really necessary against Savage Orcs? Not really. So, yeah, our economy is really hurting, so I'm going to go for Quartermaster for now and just try and get that maxed out. The Dawi, the great Jawi Lord, the proud man himself. Increased mobility, we need that for sure. Is that going to allow us to actually reach the city here? It is. Oh, that's nice. So what do we have? We have a full Savage Orc stack. We have a Goblin army nearby that's pretty beat up, so hopefully we can just crump these guys real quick. So let's go crump some gits. Yeah, we can auto-resolve this for sure. It's pretty one-sided. Our characters do carry a lot of value, plus we also have a steam tank, so it's going to be pretty good for us. We lost the Sigmar Sons, which is okay. It's fine. And we'll occupy it for now. And now we can recruit. So we have Regiments Renowned. We could take the Silver Bullets. We could take the White Wolves, the Huntsmen. We also do have our new garrison here. So I'm a little bit tempted to actually kind of trim up the army a little bit now. So the Crossbowmen are cool, but I think we're going to stick with the Huntsmen and also get rid of the Deathjacks. So we're going to disband those guys. We'll get the Great Swords, we'll get a couple halberds, and then we can get the... that'll be 3 plus the Witch Hunter. So then we can get the White Wolves Huntsmen. Those guys are really good. And now we can get the Witch Hunter down into the army as well. All right, so that's a good start for sure. We'll come down here. We have some level ups on Markus once again. Oh, that's cool. So things are starting to pick up, getting a little bit better. The Quartermaster is going to help our economy slowly just climb its way back here. And we have Imperial supplies once again. So 3 Halberdiers, 3 Huntsmen, and Great Swords. We'll take the Demogryph Knights and the Reichsguard. That's going to be pretty good. We'll take those guys. So we have like a ton of freaking... Yeah, we're condemned now. So there should be a Lizardman stack somewhere nearby. Okay, so we have this guy. This city is... They're going to be able to get to it pretty quick. It's Laxland. How are the walls here? The walls probably would not hold against this stack. Unless it's like mostly skinks. We still have this guy here too. So here we probably need to start building up some defensive infrastructure, which is going to be prudent. But we obviously need to get to level 2. Money's so tight in this campaign. It's like, yeah, we'll start upgrading that for now. Any trolling going around at the coast. Looks like everything's okay there. And our gentleman over here, we're actually just going to camp him here for now, just for another turn. Because I don't want to use that money until like I need to. So, all right, so we have some more level ups on Kelara, the Witch Hunter here. Endurance, attrition. Ooh, that's pretty good. 20% casualty suffer from all attrition. Ambush chance is pretty solid. Training is a really good ability as well. We're not really worried about attrition right now, so we can get this a little bit later on. This gives us ammunition, piercing shots, so she has pretty good burst damage. We'll get training for now. It's going to be good. Just keep like getting those juicy chevrons on our characters. So now we actually have a bit of a front line, which is cool. We have some halberds and a great sword, which I'm happy about. And we have an edict here as well, so public order doesn't seem to be too bad. Yeah, because we have the provincial instability and the conquest penalty, which is only for this turn. Public order, we don't need to host Festhog as much as I'd love to for the people. I mean, economy here isn't that great, so we'll just take the growth for now. And pass turn. All right, so that's pretty good. We got some regiments of renown coming in. Coming in hot. Last defenders. Let's see what this little goblin does. He's probably just going to run away, which is rather annoying because now we have to worry about that other stat coming to take Tlaxlan there. He's probably going to be able to get it too. I mean, I could have upgraded, but he'll be there before I could upgrade anything meaningful. Now, I could upgrade or just get a Lord character there, but those stacks are usually like no joke. Granted, if I got the Lord, I defend, I recruit like some of the cool units, obviously. Ah, perfect, so we got him. That really simplifies the equation, so we'll just auto-resolve that, and we will just go with captors. Although I should probably be taking the money, because like I don't really have friends anyway, so... Yeah, so okay, so we got Defenders of the Great Plan. This guy's like, peace. I had a kid, I'm too weak. Alright, so screw that. I mean, we're basically at war with the whole continent anyways. Why not just add them? Why not remove them from the equation? You know what? That's fine. Just so we don't have to deal with any, like, haggard stacks coming up to troll us. I know it's not, like, thematic. But, you know, Markus is a reasonable guy, right? Alright, so the Paladin has leveled up as well, our tank for our army. We'll get the Experienced Plunderer, which is pretty good. It gives you a bunch of extra loot. The Witch Hunter as well. Scavenge, we have Specialist, so we can start, I mean, Assassinate's pretty much all the main abilities are here that we want. Cleanse Corruption might be useful later, but for now we can actually get the Bloody Blade and start going up his yellow tree. So, you know what, actually, let's hold off on that. So let's get Marcus's army. So now we're going to have a Lizardman stat coming, and the garrison over here isn't the best. I mean, it's okay, it has a captain, it has crossbows, it is a walled city, which is something that is pertinent, and we have pirates. I knew it! I knew these rats would come, look at them. They're coming for us. So we might actually need to get a Lord here because that looks to be like a full erect Skaven stack. I mean, it's only a level 2 character, but I knew those damn rats were going to come. That happened to me in my Luther campaign as well. They were like trundling around the coast. So we sail over here. We could go this direction and head them off, which would be... This is probably a little bit faster. But man, I really want to go take out these guys right now. Like now is the perfect time to strike. And I know if I go, there's going to be like a... There's going to be something coming. So we do have the Woodlands Hut, so let's get that. We'll send the Witch Hunter up here, actually. He'll keep tabs, and I can actually block the armies that are going to be spawning here. I think that should be pretty good. And then you, Marcus, we can recruit something else if we want to. Some Demogryph Knights would actually be pretty good. Oh god, it's so expensive, but they're just such a good unit. We'll get to the demis. Yeah, that'll be pretty gangster. Alright, we'll march over here. And yeah, should be fine. I think, sadly, that's the fastest route somehow. Anything else we want to upgrade here and here? It looks like the Weaving House. I mean, I'm fine with upgrading that. We could settle this now, but I just have this itching feeling that the Lizardmen are going to be coming now. Yeah, so we can't even colonize that, so we'll just do nothing. I don't feel like dealing with a puzzle right now. Let's just get to business. So the Skaven will be here in like a turn. Yeah, they can't... Alright, so maybe I have to recruit a Lord here. You know what? In this whole gambit here, we'll actually just do this. Because we can recruit a Lord here and just march back there when like the time comes. The circumstances have changed, so I'm going to disband him for now. And recruit a Lord here. And the Huntsman Generals have some pretty cool abilities. So Disciplined, melee attack of all units. That's pretty good. Monster Tracker gets... Ooh, that's pretty good. The Glad Shizzer. Archlector, not bad. I'm just looking at the abilities now. This guy was cunning. Yeah, the poison stuff. Leadership, I mean, that guy's okay. We'll get Lupio, the boy himself. All right, so let's get him in the garrison. And for as far as his abilities go, we want to get Survival Expert because it's really good. Range for Huntsman and Archer units, and bonus for Large for Spearmen, Halberdiers, and Greatswords. Pretty nice little combo. We'll get Route Marcher for starters. They have some really good abilities, actually. So we're just going to do that for now, and I think we're okay. So we're going to pass turn. Just got to, yeah, attack from all angles for sure. So Marcus gets the Taskmaster from marching the army, which is fine. Mazdamundi, where are you going on that toilet seat, man? Looks like he's suffering some chaos attrition up there, so that's good. The fact that Mazdamundi's, you know, pumping his brakes a little bit is fine. But this Lizardman stack is coming like danger close to us. But once we deal with this, we're going to be able to kind of take a breather. Just like reset, go take out the Blue Vipers, secure that northern province. And maybe we just go take out the Lizardmen because we do have some quests that are pertinent for them. I believe the Amber Bow quest line. Let's actually go ahead and double check that. We've been a little bit lax on that. So the Amber Bow is raid any region. Wow, we get 4,000 for that. So basically, yeah, Markus might be prudent to just go up there and raid those guys. All right, so we see the Lizardman army now, which is fine. Can we reach them? We can. We could just defend the garrison, but, I mean, the garrison here is on its way on the up and up here. Yeah, and the frickin' rats are here, too. Rats. Frickin' rats, dude. All right, so I think we'll recruit a couple Reichsguard, maybe. I mean, honestly, maybe just getting Huntsman units, because we do have the garrison. Huntsmen are really good against Skaven. Man, that's going to be expensive. The upkeep there is 186. All right, so we're going to defend that. I hate to use those guys, but we pretty much already have the Huntsman that we need here. And this army I don't think will run from us, so we're just going to take the head-on fight just to, like, I don't want to leave any room for them to, like, troll around and run and attack another base or something. So Markus is going to just Olympic hustle down there, and yeah, we have a pretty easy auto-resolve. Okay, that's good. So we auto-resolve that, and we'll take the money. Screw it. Give us the money. We're desperate. We're holding on. Children of the old ones have been smited. Markus is like due for an upgrade, although he doesn't really need these items here. The pigeon plucker. Yeah, I mean, because his ranged prowess is what makes him really solid. Anyways, so let's level up Markus. We'll click on the icon there because I'm so used to doing it like the other way that I just don't do it. But max out Quartermaster to get the upkeep production for the army. I feel like everything's kind of coming together a little bit. You know, like that slow grind, endurance here. Training, we'll max out training because that's really, really good. The Dawe. And the Dawe is going to keep doing his thing as well. Boost income. I'm just making sure I'm not missing anything that's like terribly pertinent. This is good ammunition for the army. I mean, that's just always useful, right? All right, so Markus and company have dealt with that threat. Now they can head back up to the Blue Vipers. So let's put them in march stance and just make our way back over. Just ring around the rosy. We're just back and forth, back and forth. This guy, we can block this army, I believe. Yeah, let's block this army just to make sure they don't like sprint down and just capture that settlement. I mean, it's just one guy, but let's just play it safe. Here, we do not have walls at the High Sentinel. We do have walls at one of those bases, which is cool. But really, the main threat's going to be the Skaven. Okay, so the garrison here is pretty decent, but that's like a full Skaven stack, and I don't know what the rest of those troops are. So let's recruit the Silver Bullets while we're at it. Yeah, I know it's like a little bit haggard, but I mean, Lupio might end up being one of our guys. We'll get some halberds too. It's just like, I really don't want to lose that base there. And that should put us up to a 20 stack, give or take. The Skaven army will probably have like chevrons and all kinds of stuff like that. All right, so the temple here, Weaving House is upgrading. The tap room, public order is stabilizing here. -5 for just -5 for being who you are. Temple of Gara. Tap room here is okay. I don't mind developing this infrastructure a little bit. That's going to be okay. All right, let's pass. Skaven will probably attack. Maybe that will be enough of a deterrent. I kind of hope they attack just so they stop sailing around the coast. His royal thickness here is trundling about as well. Rite of Awakening performed at Hexwaddle. So the lizards are, you know, they're waking up. They're coming up in the world. So what we honestly probably will do with Markus is we go to the west, we secure that province, we take out the Blue Vipers, we go north. Although so many of our cool quest lines are in the south, it's just like, yeah, we'll get there eventually before the end of the campaign, so hopefully. The Blue Vipers want peace. Oh, it's far too late for that, my friend. Your army's blocked. You can't even get to us. They're just going to come like charging down the hill just laughing. So the Skaven, are they attacking or are they going elsewhere? Okay, so the Skaven are here. We have our troops here in garrison. we're ready. And it looks like we got the research here for the missile tech. We should be getting local militia. I realized this in my Karl Franz campaign. You should get this like right away. But honestly, for now, I don't think it matters too much. So let's go ahead and get the missile damage. That'll be pretty good. And tasty, so let's do that. Jorek's gift. Oh, let's read that, actually. So Jorek's delight, you managed to fill a large crate with the materials he suggested, dropping it before him. He scurried away, dragging the crate behind him while rambling about the brilliance of his plans and how much he will accomplish. A few days later, he emerges with a makeshift workshop. Sweaty and beaming, proudly holding his latest invention. All right, let's go check it out. So we need to get a couple more things. Yeah, okay. So we need to get marble, exotic plants, a few things like this. This is the Witch Hunter guy, which is going to be a while. Construct one of the following buildings, the Emerald Pools. Okay. I'm not sure where that happens, but we'll figure that out. And Zlanovo pack for him. Okay, so we'll get to that later. But firstly, we have to make sure we don't lose the campaign. So they're coming with another. You see these orcs? They just grow so. They just come so fast. All right, so we're gonna march dance that. I don't think there's any other threats coming this direction. So let's go ahead and just march it. Markus, you gotta hustle, man. Here we need to get the gates up, but we don't have enough money quite yet. Skaven are attacking, so we're just kind of holding the fort here. So let's go ahead, and the stack that has troops is the one that we want to deal with, or at least block. So we'll block the army once again. We succeed, so their movement is going to be quite limited. They won't be able to get down there. Just playing it safe again. And Herwig's doing pretty good as an agent out here. I must say, I'm quite happy with his performance so far. Let's get specialist. Yeah, I know I was going down that tree, but now we're using him as more of an agent type character, so I think that's going to be good. We can't quite afford the walls here. The city's going to be leveling up, which is nice. Our main city has a weaving house, which is coming underway. All right, let's see what the Skaven got. I mean, it's time. The Skaven threat coming from out of nowhere with the steel chair. And that's not going to be an auto-resolvable battle. And lizards actually have a bunch of armies, so we're going to have to get Lightning Strike probably pretty soon on Markus. We'll probably get it after this, because I think we've maxed out Quartermaster now. So we have the upkeep production, which is pretty important on these harder difficulties. I don't know why the rats aren't attacking. They're literally just sitting outside there in their pirate ship. They might go to my other city, which would be really annoying if they just play Ring Around on me. Oh, God, the rats. The rats in the walls. All right, so here we go. And the rats just continue hanging out. I don't think they're sieging the city, are they? No, they're not. I mean, I can recruit happily. Everything's kosher here. I could even recruit some archers, to be honest. The archers, how much do they cost on upkeep? Let's go and double check here. So they're really cheap on upkeep, yeah. I mean, still... Thinking about it, I don't think we need it. Like, that should be fine. Since it's walled, I'm feeling a little bit more comfortable. So here we go into ambush stance, probably. So we'll go here. Actually, I think we might even be able to reach these guys. How good is that army looking now? All right, the turret is getting a pretty solid army. I don't know if we can reach to fight here, but I think ambush stance is going to be the right choice. So we actually should probably get into the... All right, so let's get into the jungle here. So we'll go here. We'll go into... Oh, I screwed it up. Damn it. I forgot. Damn it. I was like, I had it all planned out, but now everything's just screwed. Honestly, it doesn't really matter. If they want to attack us, that's okay. So we can build walls here now, which is fine. That's pretty much all we can do. Herwig can just hang out. He's just gonna, do his thing, and we can pass to the Skaven assault. Walls are most of our places. We have two reasonable provinces, so pretty early in the campaign. But this is definitely a hard campaign. It's not an easy one, and it seems like the AI has like a unhealthy affinity here for the Sacred Crocscores or the Crocscore Ancients. Like, it doesn't seem like they use Old Bloods anymore. Although arguably these guys are very strong. They have like an early power spike, right? They're going to be much stronger than an Old Blood is right away. Granted, Old Bloods can eventually ride Carnosaurs and things like that. So that is a variable to kind of take into account. All right, so we have all the guys doing their thing. Are the Skaven going to attack me is the big question. Doesn't look like it. Okay, I mean, I guess the Skaven just want to set up a nest. Okay, weathered the storm, the hostility dissipates, the stack grows. Now, what I could probably do is actually attack the guy outside the city and pull out that Savage Orc stack, which would be really, really cool. Everything's going here. Skaven are still just sitting there. What freaking trolls! Now, I could rush out with the garrison and attack them, just to get rid of them. That's something to think about. So, for here, I could go into my ambush stance, but... Okay, he's mustering. Campaign movement disabled. They are in the garrison here. I'd rather pull them into... Although, arguably, I could really just kind of, like... I could be a little bit gamey if I want to. And, like, just archer the walls down and whatnot. So, if I go and lay siege, they can't recruit anymore. They come out and fight me. They have a 20 stack against my... Well, bigger than a 20 stack, actually. What is the garrison here at the city? It's not that good, actually. It's mostly just piggies. We have Demogryph Knights and Steam Tank and stuff. All right, so let's go ahead here. I could attack this other army, which would pull the garrison out into open field. Although, to be frank, like, the siege battle might be... Let's see if we can pull them out here. I think that's okay. Like, I wouldn't mind taking the battle in open field. All right, so even with the garrison, it's, like, pretty one-sided, so I think we're just going to auto-resolve that. Okay, so wow. Oh, man. Our Paladin almost died, and our Demogryph Knights died also. That's too bad. I mean, but it is what it is. It's saving us time. So, thankfully, the Paladin lived. Man, that auto-resolve was so heavily in our favor, too. But at least they're dealt with, That's the real big thing. So, training, we already have that on our other character, although it's probably a bit foolish for me to get that. We'll get the plate. So, we lost some stuff, for sure. And now we can pretty much just, do we want to loot and occupy it? Loot and occupy it. Yeah, we could do that for now. I mean, we could sack it, but I'm just gonna do this. I'm gonna loot and occupy it. I guess we just have to spend money to repair it anyway, so that's probably foolish. Mandate progressed. Yes! Good, brothers! Blue Vipers have been dealt with. So, unfortunately, we lost the Demogryph Knights, but it's not the end of the world. We can recruit the Reichsguard into the army, which will kind of, fill that void. We definitely want to get more Huntsmen, so we'll be recruiting some of the Huntsmen. I don't think we have local recruitment for that, so we'll probably have to move back to our other region. But here, we actually can almost get Huntsman tech here, but it's not really necessary. The Tap Room is actually relatively useful here. So what, with the other two provinces, man, that is a very, very strange province. So we'll probably honestly just use this as like a cash cow / like corner fortress. We'll get rid of this. The Tap Room, we can keep that for now. Markus is leveled up. And do we have Quartermaster max out yet? We do. So let's get Lightning Strike just in case. We're going to have to fight lizards soon. Thankfully, we have a pretty good casualty replan on these guys. We could level up those particular forts, but I don't know if it's necessary. We can get the Lumber Mill upgraded, which will give us an extra 50. Ooh, the Weaving House. Weaving Houses are always just like juicy. The freaking Skaven over there just, oh man, so obnoxious. We'll put Herwig in the army for now, just because like we have some idle room. And we'll probably just do March back down to Taloxala next turn. And we should be able to get that. We'll upgrade the wood. Get some of that hard wood. What treaties do we have with you guys? I mean, they're actually trading with the Lizardmen, which is very strange. But, enjoy it while you can, guys. So if we go to Shock Tech and march out to fight, I feel like I want to deal with this because it's just something that's kind of a thorn in my side here. And hold on, guys. I'm just going to stretch my feet. I'm at my standing desk, so there's a little bit of creakiness as I move around here. See, the thing is, if I don't take those guys out, they're just going to sit there, and then I'm pretty much forced to just kind of, live with that little stack there. Now, do I have the tech here to recruit? No, it's actually my main region, so I'm going to have to go up here. I could just hold off. I mean, and recruit Regiments Renown, just get, like, Sigmar Sons and the Deathjacks, but it's a pretty decent little army, for sure. Really, really sucks losing those Demogryph Knights in that auto-resolve. That was really stupid. But it's better than just, like, wasting time, just, like, kiting around Savage Orcs for, like, 20 minutes. All right, so let's go ahead and fight this. Target spotted. Oh, okay. Decline attack. So I thought I had the garrison here. Should be able to. Hang on a sec. We have them now. Yeah, okay, so that's not working for some reason. I thought you could, but yeah. That would be... At least I can see the army. Okay, that's not that good of an army, honestly. I can see why they're not attacking. Now, do I recruit this guy and get Lupio going? I mean, he could start working his way over in this region, and I could even give some characters to him, which would be fine. Like splitting up the crew, like just send the Witch Hunter over to him or something. Anyways. We've done our piece here. Let's see if this Skaven will attack. I mean, I have a feeling they're just going to troll me, but that's okay. We get the growth here. Screw it. Let's just upgrade. It's like one of those things, like, when you're playing Magic the Gathering, it's like, it's not fun to buy land cards for your collection, like those dual lands, but it's like the most necessary thing. It's kind of the same with economy in Total War Warhammer. Like, the most fun thing is just to recruit cool units and go ham, but yeah. All right, Clan Pestilence, Clan Rictus. Come on, Scryer. Yes, attack. No. Oh, what the hell is this? What is this treachery? The double rat pack. He was waiting this whole time. Where do you guys come from, huh? Oh man, we're going to have an epic hold because, oh god, we're going to start suffering attrition, aren't we? All right, the garrison I'll probably sally out and fight just if we start to suffer attrition because freaking rats. War fervor, leadership for all armies. That's almost helpful right now, but yeah, we'll risk the wrath. Rudiger, dog burglar. He's like, ready for duty, brother. Let's get the walls here first and foremost, and then, okay. So, we might just lose this Diamond City to a rebellion after all. All right, so let's take inventory of what we got here. So that's a Skaven stack. That is not good. This is bad. Like that. Those are no. These are decent Skaven. They're not slouches. All right, Markus. Well, hope you got your legs on here because we're probably going to get attacked from the north by the lizards now. Thankfully, we have the tap room here, so provincial instability will be -1 per turn. It's really the characters that are keeping things together. But I don't think we have a choice. I think we literally just got to hustle back. Because, like, if that falls, then so too does our main city. Yeah, so Markus is going to have to run. Oh, and then we're going to have public order issues here in a couple turns. We might have to, like, recruit a character just for that. Now, is there any chance to sally out and smite these guys? So it's clan rats. Now, as far as what our army has, we have... Are they shielded clan rats? They are, most of them. The Reichsguard would have been better suited here. This is... I don't know of the quality here. I see Skaven slaves mixed in. Okay, so this is one way to look. Decline attack. Yeah, we're gonna hang tight. We will make them come to the walls, at which point hopefully the rats will be funneled into the hot gates. We have a couple outriders there. The Temple of Kara is doing its thing. Man, yeah, we... Of course we can't recruit anything here. Damn. All right then. The rats have come in greater numbers, but at least the blue vipers have been dealt with, which is cool. But I just know those lizards will eventually come down because they've dealt with their local prey, right? So now it's time for them to... Hopefully, I think the rats will just attack here now that both armies are there. Oh. Oh, and Luther Harkin's raiding too, huh? Oh, God. The world collapses on us here. So we definitely have to make a second army. I don't think it's in question now. We have to have a second stack that can defend, because if I'm forced to just run back and forth with Markus nonstop, it's not going to be good. All right, so we can't afford public order issues right now. So Luther's way down there, which is good. We have walls coming. And this, we have walls. I know there's a diamond mine here that we'll be getting. Let's go and take a look here. Yeah, that's really good. That's 600 Gs. We'll be getting that soon. I don't know how public order is going to do here. So assuming it goes down, we have +8. And then I think we just turn off taxes. That's going to help. Yeah, that'll help. It'll almost be stable actually at that point. Yeah, I think that'll stabilize if I've done my math correctly. All right, so how is the garrison doing here at Choctaw? Jeez, 3 stacks now. All right, let's go, Markus. Hustle up, buddy. You better get there. All right, so the temple here. What infrastructure can we do? I'm tempted to get roads here, as a matter of fact. Public order, again, isn't really an issue in this province, so we could just get some roads. They're dirt cheap, so, and they also give you growth, so I think that's fine. We don't have a gate at the High Sentinel. The High Sentinel is the second town down here. I'm glad we didn't end up settling up there. I feel like that was a mistake, because this just gives the Lizardmen an easier target to kind of just go to Pound Town against. All right, so we have public order issues here as well, so we'll probably have to upgrade our tap room eventually. All right. Man, this is a fierce campaign. I love it, though. This is like perfect. Although, admittedly, I still do enjoy my Karl Franz campaign the most, but the Hunts Marshal of the Empire. Truly, I mean, I feel like this is like the whole clan here. It's like the Wu-Tang clan. Just, yeah, they're not going to wait for Markus. But even if this does fall, which it probably will, considering there's like Storm Vermin and a bunch of elite troops, like we will do some significant damage, and Markus will be able to come and get the city back. So let's fight the battle. Oh, man. Like, that balance of power is really bad. I think it's partially because of the chevrons. But thankfully, it's kind of a choke point city, so maybe, just maybe. I mean, this Hunts Marshal, but there's 3 Skaven Lords here. Goodness gracious. I think the garrison has some great swords too. So thankfully, we did upgrade the garrison in the beginning. I mean, it gives us a fighting chance. A very slim one at that. But, you know, the rats aren't the most clever of folk. Man. Truly a Skaven versus Empire scenario. Oh, actually, this is kind of a hard one to defend, to be honest. All right, so let's pull everyone back now. Now, I could just go into the choke. No, there's not really a good choke here. It's kind of open. Like you can see, it's just this like big courtyard. So I think we do want to take advantage of the gates. So let's take inventory of where they're attacking from. We have the 2 gates right there. We have these guys here. The Outriders can be in Vanguard. I don't think the Skaven have anything terribly quick. Now, what do we want to Vanguard against? Over here, what do we have? We have Clan Rats with Spears. Clan Rats, just freaking Clan Rats everywhere, man. All right, so we'll just be out here with them, and this is going to be a tough hold. We have a bunch of crossbows, so we can do well, but it looks like the primary push is going to be coming from here. So we'll put the handgunners up on the walls initially. So we want to put the greatswords up on the walls, or the halberds or swordsmen and stuff, because the rats will be climbing the walls. Skaven slaves, warp fire throwers. It's actually not as bad as it looks. It's a bit of a tactical situation, though, so I need to be pretty prudent about this. Mortars here, the Outriders. If the Outriders can corral this force and like cause them to, you know, not engage, then I can have a pretty nice 2v1 engagement here against these guys. The Huntsmen can actually Vanguard out here, and the Skaven don't really have anything fast. But they do have Slingers, which can kind of counterplay me a little bit. So if I have the Huntsmen, I'm actually kind of tempted to do the Huntsman Vanguard out here. It's a little bit ballsy, but I think it could pay off. Like a bit of a double distraction Carnifex. So we'll get the riflemen up on the walls, the handgunners. We'll get the crossbows down here because they can kind of shoot over like happily. We'll get some swordsmen kind of holding here. Get some swordsmen holding here because that's where the rats will climb. Alright, so that's fine. So Huntsman in group 1. We'll put you guys in group 2 for now. And then let's see what we have left in reserve. We do have our Lord, which is nice. And he can actually Vanguard as well. So he can Vanguard out with the Huntsman in group 1. Because he's potentially going to be able to do some sniping. Alright, so then the rest of the troops will just kind of hold in reserve here. The halberds are going to be really nice for holding. So we'll just kind of have one halberd at the gate here. Let's get all you guys up here. Get you here. We have these handgunners who are just like, hey, you know what? We're just going to defend this random wall. And these are the silver bullets. These are no mere handgunners. Okay, so the silver bullets can kind of be here initially, and then we can rotate them off the wall once things get a little bit crazy, and pull them back down to get the halberds on. Halberds will hold pretty well, so maybe we just get one halberd on the wall here as well. Keep a couple in reserve, just like see where we're threatened. Empire Captain at the gate. Mortar can just be hanging tight for now. All right, this should be fine. It's kind of a weird city to defend, and we'll get one halberd like here just in case. All right, so the Huntsman group is going to be our initial focus. So let's go here, start shooting at those guys. Outriders, we want to start shooting at the clan rats with spears here, which is going to be fine. And we do have, I think, some pretty decent buffs on him. Yeah, we have some goodies. So we should be able to hold the siege, actually, I think. I don't know. Oh, actually, no, the enemy reinforcements are coming. I knew there was like something that was missing here. I was like, there's some treachery. So let's pull back here. We can run and shoot, so we can be, relatively kind of reckless here. So pull back and then shoot again before they can fire. So fire volley and then pull back. Okay, so they're firing a volley, but we can't let the warpfire teams get in position. Towers are coming here. Yeah, looks like they're gonna try and get pretty crump here. So we got to stay out of range for sure. Outriders here still shooting, so let's pull those guys back, and let's unleash another salvo here on those guys. Yeah, we got to be really careful to make sure we don't get like caught by warpfire throwers. Those things are gonna hurt pretty bad. Handgunners are opening up, which is good. Good. We're getting some really cost-effective work here on them. Outriders are just kind of we can pull the Outriders back into the city for now because they're just kind of like cornered a little bit. So let's run you guys through the gates here. Yeah, we took a little bit of a spray there, which is unfortunate. So let's unleash one more volley here. It honestly should almost finish those guys off. God, if I had recruited some Reichsguard too. I didn't think I would need them though. Yeah, okay. So we take a little bit of damage, but that's okay. Hunts Marshal General can actually just kind of attack those Skaven slaves for a moment. And the silver bullets, we want to pull them off the walls now because they're just going to kind of get crumped by the attackers. Great, so yeah, we're doing some pretty good work. I mean, the warpfire throwers are getting taken about, but yeah, I think we get in now at this point, which is fine. The Outriders here, tickling the pickles. Let's actually send them back out to go attack those guys. Oh man, oh, okay. Well, at least they nuked just one Huntsman group rather than like a blob of troops. All right, so we're going to run back through the gates with the Huntsmen. They've done their job. They messed up some of the warpfire throwers. All right, so the rats are coming. We are piling into the gates. Handgunners are shooting quite happily, so let's make sure these guys are shooting here, put them in guard mode, and they should be climbing the walls here in a moment. So they're climbing. These are clan rats with spears. They're climbing. And yeah, we're back out here, kind of causing some problems, which is cool. Now, Outriders, let's pull you guys back into the center mass. And you guys have gotten back into the gates, which is good. So now the handgunners are shooting pretty well here. We do have some rats on the walls. Looks like, yeah, they're going to be swarming here, so we'll get some swordsmen to go kind of intercept those guys. And the crossbows, what do we want to shoot at? Honestly, just shoot at these rats for now. They're causing some issues. We'll set you guys up here. Yeah, we need to just get this going here. All right, so over on these walls, the halberds are holding, but who knows for how long, unfortunately. Huntsmen are back in the city, so we may have to fall back and, start doing a little bit of a multi-layered defense. We'll shoot some of the clan rats up on the walls with those guys. And they do have some guys trundling about, so we'll pull the halberds back here to kind of help those guys. And the Outriders should be able to kind of put some pressure on them and then eventually cycle charge them to their doom. So we still haven't lost too much in the way of these main gates yet. Let's go ahead and shoot you guys if we can. Again, put them all in guard mode so they stay put. Huntsmen are shooting up on the walls here, which is fine, helping out with our halberds because it's going to be a hard hold on those walls. Outriders can shoot at these guys. Halberds are in position. Let's get you guys there as well. You guys there as well. And the mortars can just kind of shoot at pretty much like any sort of like haggard Skaven blobs we run into. They haven't really tried to get into the gates yet, which is cool. Huntsman General here, let's have him shoot there. Great, so the halberds, let's go ahead and intercept here. And let's pull you guys back here, pull you guys back here. Handgunners can shoot there as well. Halberds should be able to do pretty good for us here. We may need to pull back like a captain just to help out. And it looks like the halberds might be able to hold that wall. But eventually this main horde is going to get here, and that's going to be a little bit scary. So let's actually do some cycle charging here. And get these swordsmen flanking these guys as well. The big pincer is coming together. The big ugly Skaven blob. Like this whole side of the city is like not really an issue. It's mainly this like frontal area that's the area we want to hold well. Swordsmen, get over there. Clan rats with shields are, you know, starting to take a little bit of work, but it looks like, oh, we actually got attacked from the back, so I was not paying attention. Okay, so we'll get the halberds there to intercept those guys, and the Empire Captain is, he can come over there. We need him here. These little Skaven slaves with slingers aren't worth it. And the Outriders can pull back. Looks like we were able to break that Skaven pocket. This is really good. Like, getting the Stormvermin here is going to be incredibly valuable. Let's get the handgunners, like, turned here. And the mortars, we probably don't want to shoot into that blob. Alright, great. So the Huntsmen, we can fall back with those guys a little bit. On the walls, halberds are fighting, but there is an assassin up there. The assassin is going to be quite good against us. And these handgunners, I think it's time to fall back. I think we just, like, fall back to a choke battle right now. Let's see if we can dodge that. I don't know if we'll be able to, unfortunately. I think it's time to just go horde mode. Like, the periphery, the walls of the city aren't going to be terribly cost-effective to hold anymore. So Huntsmen back. Let's get the handgunners back as well. And yeah, let's just devolve into this, like, this big pit fight here. Halberds go. Halberds go. Swordsmen, fight these rats. And let's have you guys ride those guys down for now. Alright, so the Huntsmen are falling back. Outriders are chasing things, which is fine. Handgunners here are going to be drifting back here. And troops on the walls are holding. Halberds are holding. Halberds are holding, but not for long is the issue. Great, so we've broken those guys off. We have a lot of halberds in reserve, so I think it's time to do a bit of a tactical retreat. These handgunners need to get back. Like, everyone needs to, like, form firing lines back here. Let's get the Huntsmen going as well, which is good. Thankfully, we are breaking off some Stormvermin, which I'm quite happy about that situation. And let's go ahead and get my Lord fighting in the pits as well. So what do we have here? We have some clan rats with spears, it's fine. We actually do a little bit of a scooting and shooting here if we can. Come on, handgunners, let's get you guys falling back. There's a lot of rats outside the walls. And these guys are should be able to pepper them a little bit. Let's put the halberds back as well. Yeah, these reinforcements are quite scary that we're having to experience here. So let's shoot you guys. How are our guys up front holding as well? He's doing pretty good. Let's see if he can kill that Warlock Master. The Stormvermin just won't break, though. Man. Alright, so let's get the Outriders in the back and start, like, hammering the Stormvermin in the back there. Handgunner crews. Yeah, we want to get you guys back here, and you guys can kind of creep over here. And then the Outriders can go ahead and do a rear charge into those guys. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's get the halberds kind of surging in. Let's get my Lord back as well. And the mortar, I don't know if we're going to be able to get the mortar all the way back, but those Warp Lightnings are very strong. Thankfully, they don't have the nuke right now, though. That's like a big factor. That could have been quite bad. Stormvermin are shaken, but not stirred. Those guys just won't go quietly here. And the Captain, is he able to take out that Skaven Warlord? It would be pretty nice if he was. So the Skaven have zerged the front walls. We're falling back to our last battle lines here, so let's go ahead and get you guys back if we can. And it looks like we're about to break these Stormvermin here. Yeah, so let's go ahead and do a rear charge if we can. Pull you guys back. Pull you guys back. I mean, we've certainly done some damage to this army, but there's just so many of them. Maybe I should have just held back here the whole time. That might have been the best choice. Again, I don't play a lot of campaign. I'm just, like my second campaign in quite some time, so maybe that would have been better. Some of you siege veterans can tell me the way. All right, crossbowmen are going. Halberds need to hold back the tide for now. And, like, everyone needs to come back here and just set up shop. Swordsmen chasing these guys off. Outriders. The Empire Captain, I think I'm not sure if he was able to get that Skaven Lord, but we'll see if we can get a sniper shot with the arrow backshot here. Let's get you guys back. Great, so those rats are getting chased off. Let's just set up bows here, set up bows here. Set up handgunners here. Set up handgunners here and just get, like, a Helm's Deep hold. And come on, Hunts Marshal. Get that guy. Get that little rat. Let's arrow him. Halberds, you need to hold back the tide so the rest of your brethren can fall back here. And swordsmen can go clean out these Skaven slaves that are going to be coming around the wings here. Alright, so we still didn't get the arrow off, which is unfortunate. These are going to be clan rats, so we'll just shoot an arrow at them. These handgunners, unfortunately, are being stuck on holding duty here. So let's go ahead and get the halberds kind of rotating over this way. Well, these are clan rats, and they all have shields, too, which is actually, like, quite punishing against us. So let's pull you guys back if we can. You guys back. Should be able to get those. So there's a ton of healthy rats at the gates, like at the towers and whatnot. So we can throw this jar at these guys to slow them, because it actually does have a slowing effect. Swordsmen are a little bit beleaguered over there as well. The bows are shooting in. Let's get you guys back. Hey, look who's back. Oh, not for long. Let's go attack those Warpfire throwers. Yeah, when we first loaded into the siege battle, I thought that was everything within the Skaven reinforcements. I was like, ew, that's not good. Let's get you guys set up back here. We're running out of room to fall back. We're running out of room. Mortar, just get as far back as you can in this corner. As these valiant swordsmen hold the line. Well, Markus Wulfhart will certainly have to avenge this this catastrophe here. And honestly, ammo would probably start becoming an issue for us anyways. Oh my god, there's so many of them. Let's take out the assassin, if we can. See if we can pop him in the dome piece. That's going to be army losses. Damn. Damn! There's too many rats! The rats are everywhere. Plus, like, their whole army was shielded, too. So it was like, I wasn't able to get super cost-effective fire. But obviously, maybe just holding back in the choke point or in the yard there would have been better. I'm not sure. But considering Clan Scryer has freaking nukes, it's like, I don't know. Like, you can just lose to them because of that. Alright, so we did pretty good damage to one of the armies. But the rats will probably take the city for their own. I hope they just take it. Yeah, instead of raising it. Oh boy! They're coming! Markus, you better resecure things, man! Well, you know what? On the bright side, our economy is going to be pretty good. So, assailed from all sides, but still securing provinces, which is good. Defensive alliance? You know what? That actually carries some validity, because if we do a defensive alliance, everybody hates me already. Let's do that, because then, when the lizardmen attack me, they're going to serve as a roadblock, right? Because they'll join the war. Yes, clever, Markus. Alright, so we lost some stuff. We lost some stuff here. We can get to the rats. Now, is there any regiments we want to recruit? Not really. I mean, Markus shouldn't have too much of a problem with Reichsguard and wagons and stuff, so let's go ahead and just, like, hammer these rats out real quick. It sucks to lose that city, for sure. But, you know, our economy's coming up in the world. Yeah, the rats will run. And we will, can we pursue them? We can. Looks like we can get this one army. That's nice. So we'll auto-resolve this. Yeah, I know you guys probably want to see me squash the rats, but I think that gets the point across. Alright, so let's go ahead and level up our character here. And we can get the endurance. We'll need this eventually. I mean, ambush chance is pretty cool. Bottomless quiver. What is she? Pravenoth Rema. We should probably go to Pravenoth Rema. Yeah, we'll do Fleet Fingered. The Dawi is leveled up once again. Captain Redbeard here, just being an absolute beast. Trade, so we don't have much trade going on. I mean, I know that's cool. Additional, I mean, I guess we're trading with the Empire. I just don't, yeah, we'll take the mobility, actually. That's really important. And the Witch Hunter, he's like, hey man, I got a cool mustache too. Don't forget about me. Sigmar's Will. Untainted is nice. Yeah, we'll take that. That's fine, yeah. All right, so we can't recruit here, obviously, and we can't quite make it to this this lovely Skaven settlement here. So let's go over there and get ready to get it the next turn. We have some money for the first time in a while. This place will be stabilizing here. I really do want to get the tap room is necessary, unfortunately. Here looks like all that's going. Let's upgrade our weaving house. Feels kind of good having an economy, having a little bit of income coming in. Oh my God, Luther! Why you gotta do this? So how's the garrison here at Slaxland? You know what? That army kind of sucks. Like, I don't want to fight Luther in open field, but if he wants to attack me, like, it's mostly bloated corpses and animated hulks. Like, can we win that? He's got, like, chevrons, but the two vampire characters are the real issue. So decline attack. Yeah, that's fine. He can attack that if he wants to. As a matter of fact, I might... Alright, so once the Skaven are dealt with, looks like we gotta go deal with Luther. That's fine, we gotta just beat down some vampire counts, which is always fun. The Temple of Kara here already has a gatehouse, which is good. This is going. I want to get that gem mine, but we're not gonna rush to that for now. 3,000, oof. Now, do I recruit a character and go lift the siege? I mean, Luther's army is pretty janky. In a walled battle, we might actually win it. So we have 14 turns, so... My only concern is that Luther's gonna come with a second army, much like the Skaven did. And hopefully the Skaven settled that city so I don't have to colonize it, because that would be really obnoxious for casualty replenishment purposes. Granted, we could just recruit a bunch of new troops since we're in the proper region, but I think he might have destroyed our Huntsman building. I can't remember which one I built it in, but yeah, we'll find out here in a second. So the defensive alliance is holding. I mean, we're still advancing in the campaign, but certainly a lot of back and forth holding. But once we hold, we get our mines up. We get the mine over at our other city. Plans change, man. Plans change. Defenders of the Great Plan. We got rifled barrels, which is cool. So let's go flush out these freaking rats. Is this a lightning strike? You know, I think we fight this because like auto-resolve could really treat us badly, and there's like literally nothing this army can do. So we'll fight this here. I know we haven't fought too many battles in this one, So it'd be good to get a victory under the belt of you guys actually seeing it. This is going to be a squash, though, for sure. The mortar wagons alone shall sing. The meme wagons. God, I wish I had gotten good units instead of mortar wagons. Oh, the Huntsman Vanguard's going to be quite punishing as well. What is this, an underwave? Oh, this is, yeah, that's right. We're in a Skaven Undercity. All right, so let's get our, yeah, we're probably going to get rid of the Free Company. They're kind of just like an oddball in our formation. So here, and Marcus, and you can be in this lovely sniping Vanguard. We have the meme mortars. God, they're such crappy units. Like, I think that's probably one of the worst units in the DLC, for sure. All right, so, great. Reichsguard can be in group 3. They're just going to run up. Pistoliers in 4. And then we'll just get these characters in 5. And the Free Company militia can be here. It's fine. All right, so let's go do this to it. So firstly, we want to snipe the flamethrower crews. We'll get the mortar wagons shooting into them as well. Just shoot here, just shoot here. And the meme tank actually should be advancing. It's like going to instantly tear out the Skaven army. Great, so we're getting some damage in there, which is cool. We'll get these guys going as well. Pistoliers are coming up around the flank. And the Huntsman again, let's get another volley in these guys. Come on, meme tank, get up there. And there we go, I should have deployed the meme tank a little bit for more. Marcus does have a fireball, which we can shoot at the Skaven. Seems a little bit funny, but you know, it is what it is. All right, so let's get the Paladin up there. The Paladin of Bretonia is supposed to be like tar pitting this army. Paladin of Bretonia. Reichsguard, Free Company can shoot at these clan rats, it's fine. Pistoliers just continuing to skirmish. Go in here, take out the flamethrower crews. Meme tank is just going to ride in and like tear out this whole army. We'll get our hero goon squad in there as well to go fight. Reichsguard, just ride down the scraps, ride down the scraps. You guys kind of circle up on the high ground here. And Marcus and company, let's have you guys shoot here. Let's pull you guys back as well. And yeah, we're getting in there. Cool. So the Huntsman can continue to fall back. The Warder Wagons can shoot into the blob where the steam tank is. Let's pull back here so we don't get Warp Lightning. Look at this AI just getting all crazy with the Warp Lightnings and stuff. Marcus, I think, is getting like having some friendly fire issues, but they should be able to 2v1 beat down that rat, actually. Great. So let's do this. We're still falling back. We're happy. Let's get the Mortar Wagons ramming into these clan rats because it's going to be hilarious. We got you guys shooting here. The meme tank is just ravaging the lands. And we have dealt with that guy. That's good. All right, so let's get you guys going here. He's broken. Let's go back into shooting mode. Split up the Huntsmen into 4 directions so they don't get valued by those guys. Good. The Mortar Wagons can fall back as well. Reichsguard Knights are still chasing here. We'll get some Reichsguard hammering down here. Meme tank should come back here as well. And our Heroic Goon Squad's doing good. We have a couple abilities we could use, but it's probably not terribly pertinent. We'll accuse some of these rats of heresy, which, you know, kind of makes sense. Great, so we'll shoot these guys off. We'll have you pull back. We'll have you pull back. Markus Wulfhart, let's get you and your lady friend to actually fall back here and start dealing with some pertinent threats. Oh, look at the little flamethrower lines they got going. Man, these guys are getting a little bit ham-bone, aren't they? Other Reichsguard Knights just should be doing something more effective. All right, let's get you guys surging in there. Hammer into the Stormvermin for now. Reichsguard have gotten into the goodie jar. Did I just see a nuke over there? No, I don't think so. All right, so those are just clan rats. Let's pull back these Outriders here. Wagons can just ride through them. And I'm pretty sure the Skaven Lord is just chasing me into the Shadow Realm, so we'll put these guys in skirmish mode and just let them do their thing. All right, so we've chased down most of the Skaven army. Reichsguard can actually come back and just peel, I think, at this point. Yeah, we have clan rats here, which is fine. So let's see if we can actually like get a aim shot here with Marcus. An Arrow of Kurnus as well. That should be army losses here. And since it's a settlement battle, it's not going to matter too much. The Mortar Wagons are just so useless. God, they're freaking terrible. I mean, as far as kills, they get some kills, but I'm going to replace them. Enough is enough. They're probably okay in auto-resolves because the way, you know, the game's balanced is obviously it's like, oh yeah, in auto-resolves, like, we're going to take the, you know, the value of the unit rather than, like, its actual usage. All right, so let's go ahead and hammer downhill. Why is this not army losses yet? Oh well. So let's get the Mortar Wagons shooting. We'll just have them shoot at some of these slingers over here. It's fine. Our meme tank goon coalition. Reichsguard Knights pull back. Looks like the rat shattered. Give me that army losses. Give it. Give it to me. We actually almost lost these Pistoliers outright, which is really, really sloppy. But the main thing is like none of our characters got beaten up. We need to get like an actual army. This force is really good for auto-resolving because we have a bunch of like mishmash like units. But in terms of actually fighting battles, like it's so much harder than it should be because of those stupid mortar wagons. So the next Imperial shipment will probably like we're just gonna have all huntsmen and like great swords and cav. Like let's just be real here. Let's be real. So I guess that was 2 Skaven armies though. It was the garrison plus was that the garrison or I think that was another little army nearby or something. But thankfully we won't need to colonize this. Sheriff the Corrupted. Alright, so let's occupy. Great, we got our lovely city back. Back it comes into our clutches. So let's recruit some huntsmen here. And, you know, sometimes in life you have to just like... God, they are gold chevron. Do I just give them to someone? They're just so bad. We do need an armory as well to get the greatsword tech. How are we doing up here? So that's going to be a while before it upgrades. We have plenty of economy here. Now we have to go deal with Luther. So, I mean, we might as well use this turn to recruit. So what is our local recruitment capacity? It's only 3, so... And then next turn we can grab some RORs and go down there. I guess we'll use the mortar wagons, like, for now. God, they're just like... It's my curse, you know? We'll get training. Oh, dope, we already have training. Oh, well, I already spent it. It's fine. You know, eventually we might put him in a different army anyway, so... So casualty replan's pretty good. +2 recruitment rank for all units certainly is not bad. You know, that's actually pretty good, because that'll recruit up the guys we're about to get. So Luther, he has that now. And we should be able to get one more. So let's go ahead and, like, just cut. The Pistoliers are still useful, for sure. But do we really need 2 groups? I don't think so. Let's just cut one. I mean, I could have just combined it with the other one, but that's okay. We'll get one more Huntsman, plus they're going to get 2 recruitment ranks from the new ability in the blue tree. We'll have a ton of Huntsmen. We will need to get some troops, but honestly, we could just have the Paladin and the other guy just go tarp at Luther's army. I really do want to get this infrastructure up here, like the mine. I'm tempted to actually get rid of the tap room, but I guess we'll wait for the public order to subside because the provincial instability is only temporary. So we'll get this upgraded, which is cool. Those places are all good and kosher. Man, I can't believe I didn't get the recruit rank. That's so bad. I'm just gonna get it now because like it's so useful, and I can't believe I keep forgetting that. So here we'll do the tax rate here is okay. 5% of that wouldn't be much, but it's something. We're not fully grown here again, so we'll do that for now because we're gonna have to regrow some of this. All right, stretching the feet. Sorry for the creaking sounds. Looks like the Luther and company have 13 turns till they attack. That guy's name is Gator. You guys see that? Gator. I love it. It's perfect. Classic lizardmen. So honestly, I mean, through some hardship, we have secured our provinces, and Clan Scryer probably won't be back for a while. Yeah, he's probably going to want a peace treaty now, which I'm actually okay with. Because I don't know where he is. I just don't feel like dealing with him. So we're just going to peace treaty that little rat so he doesn't come back. Like, because if we say no, for example, he might come back with, like, you know, an annoying stack here and there and plunder my settlement. So, and if he betrays me, that's fine, but... The Hunts Marshal's expedition is like, yes, rat people, we accept your offer of peace. The lizardmen to the north are our big threat, and I think that's kind of the direction our campaign's going. All right, so we have a good enough stack now. The Huntsmen are going to be pretty good. We have the recruit ranks, which is fine. Tap room we don't really need. The temple here, everything's upgrading to code. It's not going to be stabilizing there for quite some time. We're getting to the point where a second army could be good. So let's go ahead and march over here with Luther. Or Markus, excuse me. To deal with Luther and his haggard, bloated corpse stack of doom. They'll probably attack that city in the meantime. We could start upgrading here. It's probably okay. I mean, we could get the High Sentinel and just, you know, tier this up. Might as well invest in the future. And then next turn, we'll start recruiting. Imperial reinforcements aren't for quite some time, so that's not going to be a thing. All right, so we're marching south. We're coming to the end of this glorious campaign episode as Markus Wulfhart battles all the foul denizens of Lustria. There's an alligator running rampant in the Northlands, it would appear. Some delicious sparkly water as well. Clanrictus, Scryer's like, hey man. All right, so Luther's coming for it. We're 100% going to fight this battle because it's mostly like hulks and bloated corpses. So I'm trying to think if, like, again, it might be more prudent to defend, like, to choke into the back of the city. I think it is. Okay, so what does he have? Now, what we do probably is we get the bloated corpses and take out the mortars, or the Empire Knights, and wait for the army to advance, and then we take our Empire Knights and go deal with the other stuff. As far as the rest of the army goes, 4 crossbows will make pretty quick work of most of his army composition. So I think we do choke in the back of the city here. Although, it's kind of a weird one, yeah. I accidentally just like tried to put my whole army outside. Okay. So he's got 1 blob there, 1 blob here. The Empire Knights, so these are animated hulks. So the hulks, I mean, can't climb the walls. I mean, what in his army actually can climb the walls, if you really think about it? So holding the walls might not be a bad idea. What's pushing these things? Oh, gunnery mobs? Okay, that's actually fine. So here it might be prudent to just, you know, ignore those guys for now. Because, like, the walls will do some damage. The carronades are going to be shooting us, which is okay. So he's going to have guys coming over here. Guys coming over here. Yeah, we want to man the towers at least for now, I think. Because, like, what he'll have climbing up the walls is going to be pretty wimpy. And then at the gate, we can have you guys. Actually, the halberds at the gatehouse is going to be better because he's going to have all his monsters coming through the gates. And as a matter of fact, like, just putting one halberd here probably will be really strong against, like, what, all animated hulks and a vampire caster. So we'll put the captain and the halberds here to defend that side. And the Empire Knights probably going to be surging out on the same side as these hulks here. Like, how can I get out efficiently? Because he's going to camp those in the corner, it looks like. I mean, I could just sally forth, but I think going here and then doing the circuitous route is going to be better. All right, so everyone here is deployed. The crossbows, again, could be up in the walls. Because, like, yeah, he's not going to be able to really do much to me on that respect. And then we'll put a crossbow over here as well. I think that's going to be okay. Can actually put you, like, back there. It's fine. Or controlling that gatehouse. Okay, great. So the other crossbows we'll just kind of put back here, just to kind of shoot over the walls happily. Okay, I think that's everything. Oh, no, it's not. We have a couple troops in reserve. So layering at the gatehouses is always going to be really strong, because there's going to be waves and waves of scary monsters. All right, so let's start the battle. Let's get you guys going out there. Looks like there's going to be some witchcraft right out of the gates here, so we're going to be shooting in. Yeah, we're getting some poke here. As far as the towers go, let's go ahead and shoot the character here if we can. Shoot the character. Like, sniping the characters, like, that's the one advantage Luther really has over us. So let's get this tower and shoot that bloated corpse, and get this one and shoot that bloated corpse. Because the corpses actually could do some serious damage. So the Empire Knights are going forth. Oh, hold on. Okay, so one of them didn't really make the bend, so we're just going to put them in group 3 and just keep them in the city for now. Alright, so the bloated corpses are going down, it looks like. Are they? Are you guys shooting those bloated corpses? Doesn't look like it. You guys having some problems. Alright, so we'll wrap you guys around. Yeah, this is actually going to be a harder hold over here because of the amount of Morgul's. So we'll get you guys shooting. And we'll pull some more halberds over here because that's probably going to be pretty crucial. It's like the bloated corpses aren't taking any damage. I feel like the towers are just missing. Huh, interesting. Okay, so they're going to be landing on the walls, but again, it's with bombers, so bombers are like pretty terrible in that type of combat. So we're going to get like free kills on the walls. And the other the knights here going to be riding on the back. Okay, one bloated corpse looks like it's about to go down. The other one's about to go down as well. And what's funny is, like, since it's a vampiric army, if they lose this battle, it's just like a karate chop. They're just like, oh, we can't climb. Okay, so the first siege on the wall is a nice little spirit leech from our AI friend here. The battering ram is actually about to get crumped, like... Alright, so these bloated corpses are just like linebackers, goodness, but our tower has been sniping that character rather effectively. So let's actually go back here and see if we can out of sight, out of mind them. Go into the bombers before they can get any attacks. The gate here is under attack, so let's go ahead and scoot you guys forward a little bit, like this, get a dense little pocket. Crossbows at the ready, but let's get the crossbows down and back, because they're kind of like, I feel like they'll be a little bit better suited shooting in that gatehouse there. We need to get those cannons, but it seems the AI is like pretty rock hard for those, like defending those. Alright, bombers should lose to swordsmen every day of the week. If anything surges down, the Empire Knights are ready. Unfortunately, there is a vampire caster here. So the first wave of beast has gotten through the gate here. So let's get the crossbows in position. We'll get the halberds in position again. We don't want to send them all at once and have a big ugly blob, because that, you know, will tire out the characters. I'm surprised they're not using the bloated corpses on the gates, actually. Okay, so the tower here can shoot the Morgul's. Shoot the, can we get any shots on this character here? Yes, we want that, that's good. Yeah, there is a character up on that wall, which is actually a little bit scary. So let's get the Empire Knights kind of hugging here. So halberds are doing pretty good. The crossbows are needing to shoot in, so we'll shoot them at the Morgul's and put them in guard mode here. And there is a hole in the wall. So now we can just get ready to plug that with some spears and swordsmen and stuff. Alright, so the vampires on the walls are slowly starting to get dissipated. And my knights back here can come in and go after the artillery, because it's just a bloated corpse deck kind of defending now. Crossbows shooting in on Morgul's, quite happy about that. These guys probably need to pull down and get into a better position. And how are we holding at this gatehouse? Pretty good, actually. Although the crossmen, even despite being in guard mode, are still having issues with the AI. We'll send in some spears just so we don't have to think about this. These crossbowmen can just pull back here. Just get some shots at pretty much whatever threat. So the spears are in position and just in time. Oh, the bloated corpse! Okay, that's fine. That did pretty much nothing. So now we can kill all the artillery for free, which is good. Yeah, a lot of pressure coming in here, but halberds are like one of the most stalwart troops in the game. Those guys are going to hold for freaking forever. Front gatehouse attacked by Morngulls. Some of the walls have been compromised because there are deathcasters up there, which are actually rather scary. But yeah, killing the artillery here is going to be really nice. Let's just break these guys off. Still shooting. So these swordsmen can come down now and get ready to hold. Yeah, if we could win this fight at this gatehouse, that would actually be really, really big. Alright, so you guys have done good. Let's get them in position. Swordsman and company should be able to finish off these like terrible freaking units here. The Empire Knights have hammered in, but let's actually go finish off the bombers here. Bloated Corpse came in, but it looks like it actually did a ton of friendly fire damage. Alright, so great. So all three of these artillery pieces should be Empire Knighted, which is great. We're holding here. Crossbows at the ready, so let's just go ahead and shoot in at pretty much whatever we can. Get some spears forming ranks here. It's actually a pretty fun siege battle. This one's kind of cool based on the composition of the computer, but yeah. The characters, including Wulfhart himself, who's pretty powerful, are going to be, you know, our biggest issue here. All right, so these guys are going down. I think there's actually a character in here somewhere, too. Is there any Morngulls to shoot? It looks like there are some Morngulls, so the Morngulls should be the target priority because they're a much stronger unit. Crossbows are shooting in, doing some substantial work, but the Empire Knights unfortunately did not obey the orders to go attack those guys. Granted, we're going to have these Empire Knights to come in and Shrek soon, too. All right, spears. Spears at the ready, swordsmen at the ready. This side looks pretty much secure. Imagine if I'd auto-resolve this. All right, Empire dude, get in there. Cause some damage. So once we win this gate battle, we'll pull all these guys around to the main choke point here in the back, and we should be able to do some work against them. We're braced for the charge, which is nice. Spear should be able to deal with those Morngulls. It's mainly just going to be dealing with the characters. Those Empire Knights are pretty much doomed, so Sigmar will remember them. Although some of them might get away. Doesn't look like it. How's this gatehouse going? Grind City over here. Halberds have pretty good AP values, so against like an armored character like Luther and the Vampire Fleet Captains, we should be okay. Thankfully, these crossbows actually, like, you can't really get up here, so let's actually see if we can shoot down here. I should have been shooting for quite some time. Swordsmen should be dealing with the character, so let's go ahead and surround here. Crossbows can keep shooting into the Morngulls, so let's put them in guard mode so they don't chase if they have line of sight issues. Great. Great, great. All is good in the realm. They're just gonna, whatever runs under me shall be shot. And balance of power is ebbing into our favor, which is nice. Alright. Gotta love the stalwart Sons of Sigmar here. So let's get you guys around here, you guys around here. I mean, I could do a pincer move, which might not be bad, sending like one troop to go do that. So let's actually send the more beat up troops to go pincer. And now we just really hold. Empire Knights can come in and track these bombers, because they're actually doing a lot of damage to my crossbows. Let's see if the crossbows can run out of range here. Alright, hopefully our characters, our Empire Captain coming in can do some work here. We'll get you guys right there. Again, we're not like swarming with everything. Yeah, these Empire Knights should make pretty quick work of these freaking assailants down here. All right, swordsmen, grind them out. Grind those vampires to dust. So here we come. The brave Sons of Sigmar getting a beautiful charge into the gate here. Although they're like, hey, you know what? Let's just awkwardly plod in here. But the bomber should be dealt with now, which is good. Wulfhart is here somewhere. Looks like he's got his pistol there, but it shouldn't matter too much. Crossbows, crossbows. Let's start shooting at Luther, because that is a thing. The other two vampires are going to be in pretty bad shape. Let's get you guys over here. God, crossbows and huntsmen and those type of units are so good for siege battles. He's just crumbling due to army losses when it was like half. Good night, sweet prince. You will not be missed. Go back to the shadow, in the words of Gandalf. Go back to the shadow. I knew the boys had it in them. You know, our struggle versus Skaven earlier was quite vast, but in this case, Gunther was able to do a great job in defending the city. I mean, the army comp is just so terrible. Like the bloated corpses, that's like my mortar wagons basically. But this is it. We're done. The time for having a haggard army is over. We're optimizing our main force now. Let's take the money. Screw it. Screw it. We're taking it all. We have no friends. We don't need to worry about diplomatic stuff or sparing and not sparing. The time for me role-playing is over. It's time to optimize. No more wagons. Well, maybe we'll get like one wagon just to be our like team mascot, you know? All right, that's cool. So we're kind of rich now, which is cool. We're in good shape. Now, what do we need to get greatsword tech? I think we're just missing the freaking armory. Yeah, we need to get the armory. So we'll get the armory over at Chotech. Public order up there is fine. Public order here is actually stabilizing almost. Corruption is causing problems. So we'll probably need to head in that general direction. We have a lot of economic infrastructure we can upgrade. Well, not economic per se, but you guys get the picture. So Markus is just like, hey, you know what? Good job, guys. You did a solid work. So now we need to kind of come up with a long-term game plan. So Markus goes north and fights the lizards, which I think sounds like what we want to be doing. And then from there, I could go get this treasure, but I think we'll get a second lord to do that. I would like to secure this province as well, but I think going and securing this one first is going to be prudent. So what we'll do is we'll recruit a lord for now, and this is, I feel like the dog burglar is kind of like a gangster. We gotta work with the dog burglar. So I think his name's too good. We'll pick the dog burglar. He's gonna go colonize these respective cities, and then once he's done with that, we will turn him into our second army. Now here, is there anything we want to upgrade? The Monument of the Moon. Looks like everything's fine there. We don't have a gatehouse, unfortunately, which is too bad. But public order here actually isn't great, so let's upgrade the tap room. And we'll get the roads upgraded as well so we can move through this province a little bit quicker. Now, Luther, do we go south? South is Vampire Coast. Vampiric corruption, all that fun stuff. Or do we go north to take out the lizards? I mean, Jabba is pretty juicy. He's got a fat gold mine there, too. Now, as far as our character quest lines, which we haven't taken much of a look at, so raid any... so, Emerald Pools. Emerald Pools. I have to check what that is. And if any of you guys are watching, yeah, let me know in the comments where the Emerald Pools are. It'll save us both some time. Because I'm sure some of you guys have burnt through this campaign already. A dilemma offers a choice between powerful rewards. Zalana pack. So the Vampire Coast is going to be the easier foe, because we could just spam Huntsman with our Huntsman General and take them out. So I think we've decided Markus is going to go north to fight the lizards, which I think is thematic as well. So as far as these southern territories go, I think we're okay. This place is going to have a rebellion relatively soon. Now we can actually get over here. Man, I really want some greatsword. So what we'll do is with our next Imperial shipment is we'll actually get some greatsword tech. And we should be fine in securing that. So let's go up here. Is it actually really faster than just going across here? Huntsman General. I have to think about where I want to land here. So Markus can pretty much get over there, but unfortunately the guy in the city we recruited is kind of blocking him. So we'll go up and under because dealing with the rebellion here, which could be happening, you know, I think would be a decent decision. Honestly, the walls are fine, but I think like... getting that gold. Now, we'll keep the walls. I know that's like the smart play. Fast turn? Wow, for the first time in this campaign, I feel like relatively comfy. You know, I don't feel like I'm just getting like tossed around in a storm. So we'll go colonize these two cities. That'll complete our third province, which is pretty good expansion. Markus will go north to fight the lizards, and we'll have our second lord, which is going to be the dog burglar. He will go south to deal with those type of things. Markus could actually colonize here to save some money. But yeah, the casualty replan thing is so annoying. So I think just paying the cash is better. Alright guys, last couple turns, I promise. I know I say that in every campaign I ever do, but it's just the way of the beast. We will refuse the creature, because who needs chaos corruption? So let's have you go here. Let's have you go settle this lovely city over here. Markus is going to march over here to the floating pyramid. Come Markus, let us go, brother. The temple, gatehouses, we could... I mean, we might as well just upgrade everything we can right now. Aha, perfect. So first we want a gatehouse before we do anything else. Yeah, the tap room is useful here. That's fine. We have a level up on Jorik, Grim. Runes of Grimnir. I mean, we don't have really much trade with anyone, so we'll get the ammunition for the army. Pass again. This is like the best feeling when the turns start to go fast like this in Mortal Empires, or excuse me, in Vortex, because it's just like... the great weight of, you know, oh man, the turn times on my Karl Franz campaign are just brutal. But we're probably about like a third of the way through this campaign, I would imagine, just based on, you know, the feeling of things. So yeah, I think Vampire Coast is settled in the south. So what we'll probably do is actually send the Witch Hunter to deal with Vampire Coast, because he does have the Untainted. So as we conquer, he'll be able to help because he has the Sigmar ability in his tree. And we have our little Empire buddies here too, which is cool. So yeah, we should get the colonization here on Powhawks. Floating Pyramid may actually have a Skaven garrison, because when I moused over it, it gave me the attack option. So I think that might be the case. Public order. That's fine. We'll do a tribute. It's okay. We'll take that. That'll actually help us with some of our issues here. I think I have enough to colonize one of these. What's the colonization cost going to be? I think 3,000. Let's see. Yeah, 2,500. Okay, perfect. So we'll colonize this one. And then Luther, we can actually, with Marcus, we can, I keep calling him Luther, it's so funny. All right, great. So we got that. And then we can go ahead and do this. And we'll see. We'll see if we want to colonize it like the old-fashioned way. Yeah. We'll search the runes. Screw it. The die has, okay, to access the old one's treasure, solve the puzzle. The die has 6 faces. May the fates keep them rolling high, especially if you're making a ward save. Okay, so 6 faces. Yeah, whatever. I'm just gonna click one. Yeah, it's fine. I don't feel like dealing with that. I hate those puzzles so much. They're the scourge of my campaign. Cleanse Corruption might actually be a thing, so we might as well just make him more of an agent type character, because I feel like he's going to be more useful outside in the battles and whatnot. Economy's good. Everything's good and kosher. We're settled up here. The dog burglar. He's like, hey man, I've burgled some dogs, but you know, I haven't done much else that's bad in this world. So we're about to get another region, which is great. Public order in this area is not the best, but we'll host a fest dog as soon as we get it. And yeah, the faction. Oh yeah, we have getting the public order boon from the event is really, really nice here. I probably should be paying attention to the south. Tor Elithis refugees. A number of small warbands have coalesced into a rogue army. Ooh. Watch them closely. Desperate outlaws are always on the lookout to seize treasure, it would appear. So maybe the dog burglar comes down here. Can he actually reach this place?
Markus, Wulfhart.
Okay, so we have a level up on our Wood Elf. She's getting kind of gangster. Endurance here. Now, are we going to have issues with public order, really? No, we want to get Praven Othrema against the dinos, so that's just super useful. I don't want to... Don't want to have to worry about that. So let's pull Dog Burglar down here. He's going to march here. Marcus is going to go north. We're not in any particular hurry. So let's go there. It's like, oh, hello, fellow man of the Empire. And so we'll colonize that. We have this, so let's go ahead and upgrade that. And we also can get a walls here, which is going to be useful, getting the walls everywhere. Oh, Richard, you're back for more. Well, the dog burglar will be there shortly to deal with you. I bet you Vampire Coast will take a peace treaty right now. They're pretty weak. They're pretty weak. All right, let's pass turn. I know I said 1 or 2 more turns, but these turns are just so fast, I feel like they don't count. It's just like those speedy turns. So Marcus goes north. He deals with those. We take the dog burglar back. And do we have like really bad vampiric corruption here? Oh, we kind of do, actually. I guess it should be okay. Cursed Vampire Coast. Yeah, okay, he's leaving. That's good. So our Huntsman General is going to have like more of a normal army. It's going to be like halberds and like huntsmen and like things like that. Both of which are like counters against Vampire Coast. Like, the monsters will die to the halberds, and everything else will die to the huntsman, basically, which is cool. All right, so we've dealt with them. Let's go ahead and oh, we're in March Stance. That's right. Let's go colonize this. Colonize for the Empire. We've colonized this region, and now we want to probably host some sort of a fest dog because there is going to be some public order issues for now. So this is a pretty good place to leave off, guys. We've re-secured our provinces. We finally got that tech, so now the new army we recruit is actually going to be good. Thank you to the fine gentleman who mentioned that. Ooh, buddy, let's do that so we get extra shipments of good units. There's so many things I should have done earlier, but you know, you can't win everything. So we've secured this province, which is great. Powhawks is going to be getting upgraded. We have protection because Marcus is going to be up here kind of fighting anyways, so he'll be able to kind of make sure that province is fine. Dog Burglar set this up. He's going to head south, and we probably need to get some sort of like untainted building here or something, I feel. Well, I guess we just get a weaving house here. Yeah, we'll get a weaving house. Yeah, okay, that's perfect. So we're going to go ahead and save for now, guys. That's going to be that one. Pretty good progress, and I honestly think it's really going to speed up now. So we're on turn 57, which is good. Yeah, so game plan. Markus goes north, conquers Lizardmen. Hopefully we don't get wrecked by those guys. Hertwig is going to join them for now, I guess, although I would like to have him south, but maybe we'll send him south to help out. Rudiger Dog Burglar, which I feel like it's such a good name, we don't even need to change it. He's going to be heading back to the temple to recruit, and hopefully by that time we'll be ready to push out to the vampire counts, and he'll have a good enough army to fend off Skaven and other threats like that. Because the Skaven could come again, granted we are kind of friends with them now, so hopefully they'll just kind of struggle and wither until antiquity, but... All right, guys, thank you so much for joining on this episode. I actually had a lot of fun. This was probably the most fun of the 4 episodes I've had. So thank you guys again for joining, and the few of you that still have interest in this campaign, thank you guys for staying. And we'll see you guys again in the next episode. Take care.